Good evening and welcome to our February webinar. The main idea behind our webinar this month is that just because district competitions are over and things are online means nothing. You can still be involved in FBLA in spite of things being virtual. To discuss ways to continue competing in FBLA, we have our Region 2 Vice President, Risa Slapikis.
Congratulations to those of you who have placed at your district competitions. Now don't worry, there are more competitions you can compete in. The Life Smarts competition began February 1st and will run until February 26th. Life Smarts teaches financial and consumer literacy through fun competitions. The FBLA Life Smarts Challenge is a competitive event that begins online, and the top 12 scoring teams from both the fall and spring challenges are eligible to participate at the summer's FBLA National Leadership Conference. The spring stock market game began February 1st and will run until April 23rd. The registration deadline is March 5th. FBLA members who participate in the stock market game may work individually or in teams of 2 to 5 members to build and manage a successful investment portfolio of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and a hypothetical $100,000. They track their investments over a course of 12 weeks, receiving valuable opportunities to practice core math, English language, arts, and research skills, as well as fundamental business, economics, and social studies content in real-world scenarios. The second Virtual Business Finance and Management Challenges began February 1st and will run until February 26th. The FBLA Virtual Business Management Challenge encourages FBLA members to test their skills at managing either a bicycle manufacturing business or a blue jeans manufacturing business. Students will be limited as to which concepts they're able to control during each of the qualifying rounds. What participants control will include various combinations of the following concepts: recruiting, hiring, supervising employees, risk management, organizing floor layouts, binding on orders, and more. For each round, teams will be ranked based on their business's cumulative profit after running the simulation for 6 months. The Business Personal Finance Challenge encourages FBLA members to test their financial literacy skills. Participating teams will be making personal finance decisions for a simulated person. The concepts students will be managing include opening bank accounts, paying bills, filing taxes, applying for jobs, enrolling in educational courses, paying for food, applying for credit cards, and determining schedules, budgeting, and so much more. For each round, teams will be ranked based on the person's net worth after running the simulation for two virtual years. And for those of you that have participated in Lead for Change Challenge, remember the deadline is February 12th. For those of you that don't know, Lead for Change is the contest component of Lead for Change. Throughout the 10 or 6 lesson track and leadership learning experiences, you'll be prompted to complete 3 milestone check-in and submit a team entry. By submitting an entry, you will have the opportunity to win a grant for your charity and tech products for your school. This challenge provides opportunities for high levels of student engagement through collaboration, critical thinking, problem solving, reflection, and creativity. Lessons are aligned with the 21st century skills, literacy, and project-based learning. I hope you all enjoyed the various competitions we have to offer, and I'm honored to welcome our guest speaker, Hilary Mauer.
Thank you, Risa. My name is Hilary Mauer, and I'm president of District 20. I'm so happy to be here tonight to share my experience with some of these amazing programs. Last year, in order to continue engagement, I participated in the Lead for Change program alongside 5 other members of my chapter. Lead for Change helped us with each step of planning and promoting a community service project. Although the team was not working side by side, we were all able to stay on the same page throughout the course of our time working on Lead for Change. The best part of the program to me was that after our project was complete and we had made an impact in our community, we won a prize for Lead for Change and was able to donate an additional $500 to our cause. This year, I was given the opportunity of competing in the Knowledge Matters Virtual Business Management Challenge. I loved this competition. As a fan of video games, this was right up my alley. My team and I divided the roles between the three of us to keep us on track doing the best we could. For this round of competition, we were in charge of managing a jeans company. This included how many machines to install, employees to hire, and how much each item should be sold for. While it was my job to control the simulation and share my screen, my teammates were in charge of keeping track of our simulated business, financials, and marking down problems to address in our next run-through. This system worked great, winning us first in the state and 20th in the national rankings. We're so excited as we gear up for our next round of competition. Both of these projects truly let me grow closer to members of my chapter despite only interacting through a screen. The lessons of teamwork and skill building will be useful well beyond the programs. Thank you and have a great night.
Thank you, Rylan. Every year, FBLA participates in the National Center for Technical Education Month, and part of that month involves FBLA Week. This is a great way to hold chapter events throughout that week, especially since district competitions have died down. As we mentioned during our last webinar, FBLA Week will run from February 14th all the way to the 20th this year. The themes for this year include Share Your FBLA PBL Story Day, Fight to the Finish, FBLA PBL Spirit Day, and finally, Community Service Day. Your chapter can personalize each day's theme to get everyone involved. Some past ideas that my chapter has personally done has been implemented, including wearing red, white, and blue on Spirit Day, participating in environmental cleanup for Community Service Day, and posting about BAAs and CSAs on our FBLA social media. Whether it's recognizing local FBLA members, inviting local guest speakers, or hosting trivia events, make sure to check our Instagram for more information. It's a great opportunity to remain involved in FBLA from home. You can do any of the activities that both Risa and Hilary talked about, or you can create your own activities for FBLA Week, so long as they correspond to the days. Post on Instagram with the hashtag FLFBLA Week, and us officers will pick some of our favorites to highlight on the Florida FBLA PBL Instagram page. We're excited to see your creativity and involvement next month. Saturday is Community Service Day, and this falls this year on February 20th. In order to take part, Florida FBLA is joining with Keep Florida Beautiful for a cleanup that day. I encourage all of you watching to partake in a cleanup, since it's a great opportunity to physically give back to our community and the environment, while also being able to socially distance and stay safe during the pandemic. There will be multiple locations throughout the state, so make sure to look out for that information and to go on and check Keep Florida Beautiful to see the location near you. If you're looking for another way of participating in Community Service Day, check out Business Management Education. Now, Jennifer Lawrence to talk about other activities you can participate in.
Thanks, Jonathan. Now that district competitions have slowed down and many of you are looking for other FBLA activities, there are many different ways that chapters can stay involved. For instance, members can reach out to local business leaders or professional division members at nearby colleges and have them come and speak with your chapter about various professional skills. Other activities include finishing whatever level of the Business Achievement Awards that you're on. In fact, if you finish the Leader or America level by March 1st, you'll receive recognition at the State Leadership Conference. If your chapter hasn't already, you can pick up a community service project, whether it be attending a cleanup with Keep Florida Beautiful on February 20th, as Jonathan mentioned above, or any of the other cleanup dates, which you can find on the Keep Florida Beautiful website. You can also work with FBLA's national partner, March for Dimes, by fundraising or increasing local awareness about premature babies and resources for new mothers in your community. Besides that, chapter and district reporters can still submit articles to the national FBLA publication, Tomorrow's Business Leader. If you haven't already, try focusing on improvements within your chapter, such as setting up a chapter website, connecting with your school newspaper, or making posters to advertise FBLA within your school. Point being, there are a plethora of opportunities still awaiting both those who are competing and those who aren't. You can check out the FBLA website to find more ways to get involved. Next up, Shruti will discuss our upcoming SLC.
Thank you, Jennifer. As many of you know, the State Leadership Conference is going to be virtual, but we have made some changes to make the conference as enjoyable and accessible for as many people as possible. The conference has been reshaped this year so that more people competing in performance events are qualifying for states, as we have adjusted the scaled quotas. The conference will be held March 25th through 27th this year. Registration for the conference is due to Ms. Jones by February 22nd. With the initial registration, state officer applications are also due by the 22nd. Dates for state submissions and testing have yet to be decided, but be on the lookout for more information in the coming weeks, as you should continue to work on your presentations, perfect your submissions, and study for your tests. We look forward to seeing many of you attend and succeed at our virtual state conference.
Finally, next month, as opposed to a webinar, you will have the opportunity to see us at very reasonable prices at the 2020-2021 Virtual State Leadership Conference. This opportunity to participate in the Virtual State Leadership Conference also means that we will not be holding a March webinar. Thank you to those of you who have tuned in throughout the year. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you all learned something.